And welcome to my video, DC Universe Online. We're doing a short upkeep guide on what to do in between levels at the lower levels, below level 30. 1 through 5, you're going to have a little difficulty in the cash to do this, but once you get high enough level to where you can go to these vendors and buy your upgraded gear, this is what you're going to want to do in between every little small snippet, every little short story that you do on the side. You're going to want to come back here, check a vendor, and see what gear they might have for you. As you can see, it's been a while since I've been to a vendor or went through my gear. I'll play for a minute, and then I'll go through all my gear and everything I've collected. Let me show you this vendor right here. Mr. Conlon.
I'm selling the stuff you need to beat back the bad guys, buddy.
We are at the Midtown Metropolis police station, and this is the one that I like to go to because generally by this time I have enough cash to buy everything. When you get to level 14 is what you're going to need to be before you can buy anything from Mr. Conlon. Of course, at the other police stations there'll be different levels. Each vendor
I'm selling the stuff you need
has different
to
levels.
beat back the bad guys, buddy.
When I hit level 14, I got all of this gear. When I hit level 19, I got all of this gear. And you'll see that in some of it, such as these pants, the defense, health, and power, restoration, revitalization is lower than the gear I already have on. And the power and precision is a little bit higher. And that could be because the piece I have on is made specifically for healers. So it has a little bit higher health and power, restoration, and vitalization. But you're going to want to check those numbers before you buy anything and replace it with what you have on. I obviously already have that techno belt, so the numbers are the same. Same thing with the shoes. When you get down here a little bit farther, you're going to get to the weapons. And of course, that's going to depend on your weapon of choice. So you're not going to be able to buy those, only the ones you have chosen as your weapon. I'm using dual welding, so I can buy those sharpened axes. I'm not using hand blast, so I can't buy that. Alright, enough said. I've just hit level 24, so the first thing I'm going to want to do...
Need any merchandise to help with your everyday battle for freedom, truth, and justice?
She's got for level 24. First thing I want to repair, if I have anything that needs to be repaired. I'm going to sell anything that I have on me. Preferably, you're going to want to go to House of Legends or any place that has one of these benches where you can salvage, and I'll show you that in the House of Legends because that's the easiest way to do it. Hit your method of transportation and quickly go down here to the main observation deck. On the map you'll see where I'm at. You start off here in the foyer, and you're going to want to go to the R&D vendor. You're not going to want to talk to the vendor himself. Go to the table here. Go to salvaging, and anything in this list that is less than what you have on generally is worth salvaging. You're going to want to check it from time to time. Check the level. You'll see that level is much higher than what I have on. Toughness is much higher than what I have on with the defense, everything. Yeah, so that one's going to be salvaged. I'll show you what that is in a moment. That's item level 20, so I'm going to hold on to that. I'll be swap that. That one I haven't collected yet. That one I haven't collected yet, but that one is higher level, but it's not as good as what I have on. And that one's not collected yet, so I'm going to hold off on those. Go to my gear here, auto sort it, go back in and find those items. Not collected. Swap that out. Not collected. Swap that out and swap it back, so you don't forget to do that. You want to make sure those numbers are red, so that way that indicates that the item you're looking at is red. It means it's less than what you have on. Those shoulders right there, those shoulders are level 20. Those shoulders are level 23. So that's another way to check. Is when you look at the item, and it'll show you the item level is 20. That means it's 20 levels higher. Well, that's because it's a PvP item. It's a little confusing. Don't worry about that. Just look at the numbers below. Maybe they can make that any clearer. Please leave it in the notes. Here in the belt, of course, not collected, and it's 3 levels better. So I'm going to swap it out. That one's already collected. Double checking if there's anything else. That one's not collected, so I'm going to put it on real quick so I've collected it and take it back off. And then go back to that table. Go to salvaging. And salvage these items that are already collected, that are not as good as what I have on. And that is that. Next thing I do, for those of you who have multiple characters, come over here to the storage. You're going to go to your bank. I say go to your shared bank. Drop everything in your shared bank, like your exobytes, the nth metal. Can't drop those loot caches, but I would say anything that is shareable, drop in there if you're as hardcore wanting to just level up one person. I'm not going to do that at this point because I'm trying to save some of it for Dr. Moose. As Dr. Moose levels up, tries to get to level 30, I want her to have good gear. So we're going to go back to the Midtown MPD station. That's where it's going to drop you off when you transport. Go to your map. And so I'm going to go back to those vendors that were in the back. And this is where we get to the nitty gritty. First, you salvage the old stuff that you have that you don't need, because you're going to need to do that again. I did it first because I knew I was low on inventory space, but you're going to want to do that again when you're done with this.
Need any merchandise to help with your everyday battle for freedom, truth, and justice?
You want to go to buy. Find the highest level available to you. Okay, so it looks like he has level 28, which I cannot buy yet, and level 24, which I can. What I'm going to do is I'm going to buy everything that's level 24 that is better than what I have on. Buy, look, buy, look. That's the same, but it's a new style, so I'm going to go ahead and buy that. Look, same thing. It's not as good, but it is a new style, so I'm going to collect that. Because I want to wear those gloves, that style, actually. Same thing with that one. That is better than what I have. These shoes are better than what I have. And level 28 I cannot use yet. But before I'm done, I'm going to scroll down, because you're going to get to the weapons. That one is not collected. That's level 24 axes. So I'm going to buy that to improve my axes. And that one also... No, that's level 30. I can't use that. So, I'm going to close that. Open up our inventory. And just... swap out to the gear. It's going to tell you you're no longer able to trade this item if you equip it. You're going to get that warning with every item. Pretty much. Probably should have sorted my gear first. Swap that out and swap it back because it wasn't as good as what I had on. And that's because I did other quests. Had other gear as a reward. That one doesn't matter. It's the same either way. They're both the same head socket item. I'm going to swap that out, even though I'm going to lose some restoration. This one's a healer gear. This one's a DPS gear. I'm working on DPS at the moment. As you can tell, when you're running a healer build, you're going to need a little higher restoration. Same thing with this chest piece. A little better than what I've got. And there. Feat achieved. Shaken, not stirred. Collect all styles in the formal set. And that is the only reason I would say buy every piece. Next, after you're done with that, oops, I think, did I do the weapon yet? I did the weapon. Axes. Yeah, that was the first item I did. All right. Lost track of where I was. Then you're gonna go to this guy, Pulsar Jackson.
Perhaps one of
PvP
Star
vendor.
Labs' advanced equipment options can help you out.
PvP vendor. You're gonna find he's got trinkets. He's got infinite cola. As you scroll down, you'll see this PvP item is level 18. You need to be level 14 to use it. It's not as good as what I have, so I'm going to scroll down until I get to the area where he starts carrying the items that are level 24. You'll see it's a little better than what I just bought. Even though it's PvP gear, its stats are a little higher. This is a little trick that I learned. Go ahead and buy that. That one I already have. That one's a little better than what I have, so I'm going to buy that. And this band. That's a ring, so if I needed it, that's level 19. I would buy 2, but I don't. Oh, that one's a neck. I don't need that. This one is a ring, and it's not as good as what I have on, so I'm going to leave that. Where was the other ring? I thought there was another ring. Head, shoulder pad, neck, ring, head, shoulders, neck, ring. Scroll down, look for the weapon. The level required 14. Scroll down, blades. There you go. That one's going to be a little bit better than the sword we just bought. The axes we just bought. Purchase that. And that part, my friends, is it. Now just swap out for the items you just bought. You can improve your numbers a little bit more. Give you just a little bit more oomph. And that's pretty much it. From here on is where I would go back to the House of Legends. And I would salvage this gear that I just swapped out, like I did just a moment ago. Then I would open up these loot caches and do the same thing. Swap out any gear that's better than what I have. I'm going to drop off these items, the collectibles for the base, and I'm going to drop those into my bank. My other characters can have it, and I'm going to hold on to these other personal teleporters. It's a ring war, little PvP event. I'm not going to participate in that just yet, but that's it. That's something you're going to want to do every time as an upkeep in between those level jumps. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. And you're going to want to do this as soon as you can. I mean, as early as level 1, level 4. I forget what the level jumps are. But the way you're going to find out is you're going to go to the teleportation hub. And you're just going to go to, you know, wherever police station you happen to be stationed at the time. You're going to want to look at your map. And you're going to want to find the vendor. Now there's rewards for time and space. You're going to want to try and find the vendor for each one. And items that vendor is selling is going to be generally your level. Not that vendor. These vendors up here. Dr. Mueller.
I've secured a shipment of the best equipment for all our security needs.
These are required level 24. I haven't collected that one. I'm not going to get it. I'm just checking. After level 24, it's going to be level 28. And usually your vendors are going to have 2 levels that they're going to serve.
Can help you with?
This one's level 14 and 19, of course. And you're going to want to do that in whatever police station you happen to be in. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. And there's other guides as I learn more. You're going to want to go to those and learn how to do little things. And I try and include little tips and tricks in each one. Let's check this vendor really quick before we close this out. But for those of you who haven't yet, please like and subscribe. Join my YouTube channel, Instagram, Coco Lemoose. I believe this is going to be much lower level than where
I'm sure
I'm
I
at.
have something here that can help you.
Yep.
Take a look.
This is item level 1, required level 3. So as early as level 3, you can come to this vendor in the Chinatown Metropolis Police Station. As long as you have the money,
I'm sure I have something here that can
You
help
can
you.
come here
Take
and
a
just
look.
buy all of these items. I haven't done it here. You can see not collected because I waited until I was much higher level, and I just went with whatever I accrued. I think I was level 9 is the next one up from 3 to 9. Those levels go pretty fast, so as you see, not collected, not collected. I didn't even bother with coming to these vendors, but you get to a point that if you've got the funds, then you definitely want to do that. Get yourself some better gear, empty out your inventory, get ready for the next wing of your journey. We are going to close this one out, and if you want to see where we're going next, because we're going to the East End, Gotham City Police Station to continue our mission. We are level 24. Dr. Moose is just grinding away and trying to get up there to level 30, and then I'm going to start learning how to run a healer. If any of you have any tips, please leave it in the remarks below. I appreciate you guys, and keep being awesome. Thanks for watching.